their CVs and their credentials should be attached to the report. So they are complaining now that they don't have those elements, with them.
We did a screening and all these documents were attached.
It's normal. Any report that's been brought.
Okay, sir. Noted, sir. Noted, sir.
So please, it should be noted. Anybody who
Mr. President, request in this regard was made pursuant to the provision of Section 19(1), 2, 3, and 4 of the Pension Reform Act 2014 as amended, which requires Mr. President to nominate distinguished Nigerians with requisite cognate experience and impeccable character for appointment to the positions mentioned above. The nominees screened are Mr. Agbaje Opeyemi Olukayode, Chairman from Southwest. Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawu Ibrahim, Commissioner Technical Northwest. Samuel Chigozie Uwandu, Commissioner Inspectorate Southeast. Charles Efe Sylvester Emokuwate, Commissioner Finance South-South. Bello Abubakar Malabu, Commissioner Administration Northeast. Omorola Bridget Oluworaran, she had been screened earlier.
So.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, in order not to waste the time of this hallowed chamber, may I just go straight to the recommendations. Based on the foregoing findings, the Committee on Establishment and Public Service hereby recommends that the following nominees be confirmed as chairman and commissioners of the National Pension Commission, having been duly found satisfactory in their credentials, experience, qualifications, and overall performance. The committee recommends that the Senate do confirm the nominations of the underlisted persons as chairman and commissioners of the National Pension Commission. 1. Agbaje Opeyemi Olukayode, Chairman, Southwest. 2. Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawu Ibrahim, Commissioner, Technical Northwest. Samuel Chigozie Uwandu, Commissioner, Inspectorate, Southeast. 4. Charles Efe Sylvester Emokuwate, Commissioner, Finance, South-South. Bello Abubakar Malabu, Commissioner, Administration, Northeast. Furthermore, the committee observed that Mrs. Omolola Bridget Oluworaran from North Central, the nominee for the position of Director General of the National Pension Commission, was earlier screened in 2024 and subsequently confirmed by the Senate on 21st November 2024. Hence, a nomination requires no further confirmation. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, on behalf of the committee, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the Senate for the privilege and opportunity to serve. Thank you for your trust and confidence in our work. I so move, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. I think the report is very clear, direct to the point. No need for any observation or whatever. If anybody has one, if you don't, let's move ahead. So, Lilita.
This influences your blog. Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I rise to move Senate do now resolve to a committee of the whole for further consideration of this report. I so move.
Minority Leader.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion that
In favor of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished colleagues, will the Senate approve the nomination of Agbaje Opeyemi Kayode, representing Southwest, for appointment as chairman of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the nomination of Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawi Ibrahim, representing Northwest, for appointment as Commissioner Technical of the National Pension Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Samuel, will the Senate approve the nomination of Samuel Chigozie Uwando, CPA, representing Southeast, for appointment as Commissioner Party, representing South, for appointment as Commissioner Finance of the National Pension Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the nomination of Bello Abubakar Malabu, representing Northeast, for appointments as Commissioner Administration of National Pension Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, very distinguished colleagues, I rise to move that the Senate reverts to plenary to enable the chairman report progress.
The Minority Leader.
Mr. President, police, I second the motion as moved. As usual.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Report. The Senate in the Committee of the Whole consider the report of the Committee on Establishment and Public Service on screening of Mr. President's nominees for appointment as Chairman and Commissioners of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM, and approve the nominations of 1. Agbaje Opeyemi Kayode, Chairman, Southwest. Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawu Ibrahim OAN, FMI, NMIs. Those who went to I, Uwando CPA, Commissioner, Inspectorate Southeast. Charles Ife Sylvester, Commissioner South. Bello Abubakar Malabu, Commissioner Administration Northeast. As Chairman and Commissioner of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Confirmation. Will the Senate confirm the nomination of Agbaje Opeyemi Kayode, representing Southwest, for appointment as Chairman of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The nomination of Ogbaje Opemi Olukayode, representing Southwest, is hereby confirmed as chairman of the National Pension Commission. Will the Senate confirm our former colleague who was in the House of Representatives, Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawi Ibrahim, CON NMI, representing Northwest, for appointment as Commissioner, Technical of the National Pension Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The nomination of Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawi Ibrahim, CON NMI, representing Northwest, is hereby confirmed as Commissioner Technical of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. Will the Senate confirm the nomination of Samuel Chigozi Owandu, CPA, representing East, for appointment as Commissioner Inspection of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Those in favor say aye. You see, you are not saying aye. Later you say South is marginalized. Okay, I heard you. I don't want South to be marginalized. So let me put the question again. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. I can hear your voice now. So South is not marginalized. Commission, PENCOM. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The nomination of Charles Efe Sireta Omokwati, representing South is hereby confirmed as Commissioner of Finance of the National Pension Commission, PENCOM. Let me thank Mr. President for nominating these. The last but not the least, will the Senate confirm Bello Abakar Malabu, representing Northeast, for appointment as Commissioner, Administration of the National Pension Commission? Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The nomination of Bello Abakar Malabu, representing Northeast, is hereby confirmed as Commissioner Administration of the National Pension Commission. Let me commend Mr. President for nominating these outstanding Nigerians to occupy these offices. Particularly Senator Hafiz Mohammed Kawu, whom I know very well. He represented, Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawu. Sorry, not Central. Yes, Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kawu Ibrahim. CON and NMI. I know him very well, very sound person with wonderful pedigree. He represented the constituency I once represented. I was the first member of our representative that represented where he represented. So I know him very well. He's an astounding person, just as others that we've just confirmed. They are outstanding Nigerians. and we are confident that they will add value these wonderful agencies. The leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the sixth order of the day is the second reading of the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act Amendment Bill 2025 SB 706. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read for the first time in this hallowed chamber on Thursday, 13th February 2025. Mr. President, in the absence of most distinguished Senator, hold your hair. Mr. President, you may wish to invite most distinguished Senator Jibril Issa, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Customs and Excise, to move the motion for the bill to be read a second time.
Thank you, Mr. The second reading of his bill. The floor is either to you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, very distinguished colleagues, on this very important bill. Distinguished colleagues, permit me to lead the debate on this very important bill, which seeks to establish the Federal Orthopedic Hospital, Dikina, Kogi State, under the control the Orthopedic Hospitals Management Board Act to provide specialized orthopedic treatment and related medical services. The bill was read for the first time in this hallowed chamber on 13th of February 2025. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Kogi East Senatorial District, where the hospital is proposed to be sited, comprises 9 local government areas: Ankpa, Basa, Dikina, Ibaji, Ida, Igalamelodolu, Ofu, Olamaboro, and Omala, with a population of over 2 million. Kogi East Senatorial District, like others in the north-central geopolitical zone, is primarily an agrarian economy. The nature of the occupation of the people entails orthopedic hazards, especially as it relates to palm fruit harvest, forestry, and similar activities. Research published in Nigerian Journal of Orthopedics and Trauma 2024 reported that between 2019 and 2024, not less than 10,000 farmers in Kogi State were involved in farm-related hazards, leading to severe bone crisis, with 98% being treated by traditional bone setters. Apart from farm hazards, there is an increasing incidence of road traffic accidents and gunshot wounds, with concomitant major vascular and bony damage in the state. Unfortunately, many of the victims do not have access to orthopedic hospitals and are forced to embrace the services of traditional bone healers or setters. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the need for the establishment of the Federal Orthopedic Hospital at Dikina is amplified by the challenges and complications associated with traditional bone setting, Traditional bone setters' lack of knowledge of anatomy, physiology, or radiography has brought about limb and life-threatening complications. Known extreme complications associated with traditional bone setting. I therefore urge Mr. President and my very respected colleagues to support the second reading of this bill to cater for the orthopedic hospital needs in Kogi East and Kogi State generally, as well as some of the neighboring states in Nigeria. I so submit.
Well, this is a very straightforward bill. Maybe you have Senator Victor Ome to lend his voice, and then we move ahead. It's something that is well known. We know your need.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm sure
President.
you have all the support.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Senator Victor Ume, OFR. I represent Anambra Central Senatorial District. Mr. President, with great respect, I rise to second this bill for second reading as proposed by the senior senator. Jibrin. Mr. President, is just very simple. Matters of health should be taken very seriously. Healthcare. And from the objectives of this bill as read out, the people of this area, with the statistics already published here, over to have access to orthopedic surgery that will help them recover as soon as they get accident or get injured in their occupation and in their farming business. So I sincerely feel that this is a bill that should be supported by everybody. A place you go to, you see people limping, so many people limping, who need to set their legs, and what they are relying on is traditional bone setters. These traditional bone setters have led to a lot of people.
I represent Ebonyi South. I want to very highly commend the author of this bill. I, at the same time, would say that the content, the objective, the purpose, and the focus of this bill is very straightforward, and it should get our nod in approving this bill to go for the next reading. Let me say that orthopedic is central in the medical profession. And this bill becomes timely in the sense that there is scarcity of orthopedic hospitals in this country. And that's why the bone setters have taken advantage, and many people in the process have died. So it will be a thing of beauty if this bill is passed, that the Kenya and other local government areas and other local government areas stated in the bill are covered by the establishment of this bill. And some other adjoining local governments or states will equally benefit from this bill.
Like Ebonyi State, since they are not far from you.
It's far, but we can still access it. We have one in Enugu. I could remember in the past, we will only hear of orthopedic hospital in Enugu and that of Ikwebi, I think Ogun State. So there's scarcity of orthopedic hospitals, and I urge the Federal Minister of held to attempt to establish similar hospitals in saved a lot of lives. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Those in favor that this bill will be read a second time, please say aye. Those are say nay. The ayes have it. The clerk of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, a bill for an act to amend the Orthopedic Hospital Management Board Act to provide for the establishment of Federal Orthopedic Hospital, Dekina, Kogi State. SB 706, second reading.
A bill for now to amend orthopedic hospitals management board are to provide for establishment of the Federal Orthopedic Hospital Dekina, Kogi State, and for related matters 2025, second reading taken. The bill is referred to the Committee on Health to report back. Committee on Health Secondary and Tertiary to report back within 4 weeks. Let me commend Senator Isa Jibril Ochocho for bringing forward bills that are directed in dealing with the problems of his people. Anytime he brings a bill here, make sure the bill is always targeted as at developing his area or dealing with issues affecting his people. This is very good. Please continue for goods and developing your people.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the seventh order of the day is the second reading of the Customs, Excise, Tariff, etc. Consolidation Act, Amendment Bill 2025 SB 713. Distinguished senators will recall that the bill was read for the first time in this hallowed chamber on Tuesday, 18th February 2025. Mr. President, in the absence of Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator Banigo Ipalibo Hari, who is currently presiding over a public hearing outside the chamber, I would implore you to please invite most distinguished Senator Amos Johanna, representing Adamawa North, to move the motion for the bill to be read a second time.
Senator, I understand that Senator Johanna is going to stand in for her, for Senator Ipalibo, who is Banigo, who is holding fort. for the Senate somewhere else. She's busy somewhere representing the Senate, in the health summit being conducted at the Congress, at the for the second reading of this bill.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I am Amos Yohana. I represent Adamawa North. I rise on behalf of Senator Ipalibo Haribanigo, representing Rivers West, to present the lead debate on a bill for an act to amend Section 21(3) of the Customs, Excise, Tariffs, etc. Consolidation Act 2025. Mr. President, distinguished senators, I rise today to lead the debate on a significant amendment to the Customs, Excise, Tariffs, etc. Consolidation Act, which passed its first reading on February 18, 2025. This amendment is not merely in nature. It is a public health strategy that aligns taxation policy with our national health priorities. It proposes a restructuring of existing excise duty on sugar sweetened to redirect part of the existing revenue to finance health-related programs and infrastructure that will improve the well-being of Nigerians. The rationale and objectives of the bill. The objectives of the bill are twofold: to strengthen public health financing by earmarking a portion of existing excise revenue on non-alcoholic, carbonated, and sweetened beverages, to sustain national efforts in addressing the growing burden of non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, obesity,